Hey everybody, it's Brandon, the Weekend Cruiser, where I go on a weekend cruise just about every weekend. And this weekend, I'm doing it a little bit differently here on Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas. I am in an interior promenade view room. Now, you all know that I love my junior suites. They are my favorite stateroom category. But this one for a cheaper weekend getaway is not a bad idea either. It's one step up from an interior, and if you feel a little bit claustrophobic, this is gonna be a really good fit where you can save some money and not feel claustrophobic in the room. So let's go ahead and check out Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas, stateroom 8329. All right, everyone, this is stateroom 8329 here on Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas. You'll see that it is towards the aft section of the ship with your elevators right at that hump there. Those are rooms that I often have stayed in, but when you walk in, you will see that this is an interior promenade room. Now this is a good size room, and it is a great way to save money, especially if you're, somebody who kind of wants a window. You're not going to get sunlight because it's going to look out to the promenade, but it is still going to give you that feeling of openness so you don't feel like it is just the cabin here. The room is a little bit on the small side, and one thing that I've noticed in staying here is it doesn't come with a lot of floor space, if you will. The areas around here that I'm walking through are actually quite tight. You see that right there is not a long section at all. You've got a little bit of floor there in the middle, and you're going to have two sections to sit on. So these are, unfortunately, the dated looking couches, but they will absolutely get the job done. If you want to hang out in the promenade window, you can do that. Great spot to read and look out and, honestly see people. One thing that I would encourage you, if you are looking at this room, make sure that you are not booking it too far into the middle. If you can do the ends, it will have less noise because you can see sometimes that there is noise that comes from the promenade, especially if they're doing 70s night or one of the dance parties out on the promenade. It has a traditional desk here, so this is, actually a good size. I'm not necessarily a fan of how it curves there, but with the bed being so close, they kind of have to. You've got two US plugs here, so you see that I've got my Bezos charger there and my Alcatel from my Alive hotspot. You're gonna have a little bit of storage, and this is not deep at all. I mean, it goes up to my knuckle there, you can see, so that is not very big at all, but it can hold some small items. You're gonna have some storage over here on the left. That's where I put my mixers and elixirs. And way over here on the right-hand side, you're also gonna have your refrigerator. One thing that I noticed, just to point out to everyone, and I don't think that I've noticed this in another room, I had moved my water and the champagne over here to this section because I thought that it was a good storage section. It looks like a good storage section, right? But then you come over here and you can see this vent, which is the vent for the refrigerator below. So the refrigerator is putting out heat, it's coming through here, and it was heating up my water and the champagne bottle. So not something that I really want to do that much. If you look back around, you're going to have two nightstands that are in this room as well. These are very teeny nightstands. They are not wide at all, so I do recommend move your phone below. You're not going to get very many phone calls, and if you do, you still can reach that, but it frees up the top part so you're not knocking things off in the middle of the night. The lights do have two different functions on it, so you can turn on the primary light, or you can turn on the reading light, which pivots. So if you want to read over on the bed, you can do that. Or if you want to sit over here on the chair and read, that's something you can do as well. That's something that I have not seen in another style room, is have the light be able to go to the extra chair. Coming to the other side, you'll see that there is the TV. So decent sized TV for a small room, and they've done a good job tucking it away. You're going to have storage below. So even though this is an interior promenade, there is actually really decent storage with lots of drawers. And you're going to have some space up above as well, where I stored my laptop for right now, because I do like to kind of clean up a little bit. If I'm inviting you all into my room, it should look a little nice. Hey, everybody. Into the bathroom, it is a traditional bathroom. So you'll see that it's got good countertop space, two glasses for you to use there, some storage underneath. Interesting that I noticed things like there's a Kleenex in here. Oftentimes, it's just in the drawer outside, and they don't actually put Kleenexes in here as well. And you're gonna have some storage over on the right-hand side. The left-hand side in here does not open up. The shower is your classic Royal Caribbean circular shower, I guess is what we call this. Got the hard plastic that you pull around you. And you're gonna have your shower head and your, I call it the go anywhere, do anything shampoo and body wash. You've also got some of my travel kits and goodies that I travel with there as well. If you're curious as to what kind of amenities come with your room, you're going to find these in your room. Actually, this might be my Crown and Anchor benefits. You might actually not get these. I think this is because I do have status here. But this is the brand that they are using now, or the non-brand, I guess I should call it. It is the Royal Caribbean brand of their shampoo. Coming into the closet, it's actually a pretty good sized closet. You have your space up above. You're going to have even more shelving, which I always like. You're safe. And you've got low hang below. So if I wanted to hang even more stuff up, I could. Or I can move that up and store even more things. This is also where I've stored my suitcases. So coming back over to the actual outside door, the doors to the room, you'll see that we are right here at this red dot. This is on deck 8, and it is towards the aft section of the ship, but just down from the elevators, which I have really been appreciating. All right, everyone, so that is a very quick tour of the Interior Promenade here on Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas, Stateroom 8329. I hope that if you are considering it, it's normally a little bit of a price bump from an interior cabin, but sometimes you can find it at a really good deal. All right, everyone, this is Brandon, the Weekend Cruiser, hoping to see you on a weekend cruise soon.